Eventually, close your eyes, settle into your breath, feel that lengthening and flow as you breathe in and out. Draw the shoulders back. Take the chin in slightly, so that brings a little awareness to the back of the neck. Take the collarbones away from the ears. So depress the shoulders and retract the shoulders toward each other. Just a little engagement of those muscles between those bones. And gently press into the ground with both feet evenly as you neutralize, yeah, right on top of those sit bones on the seat of your chair. All of those things inform the spine and bring some awareness to that area, the pelvic floor, that we've been focusing on this week. So we've got the Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha here at the belly, and this lock at the base of the throat, Jalandhara Bandha. So those three bandhas, Maha is a word in Sanskrit that encompasses all three bandhas. It means great. So we're going to work on our bandhas, and they're very helpful and very important to our practice. Mostly the mula, down there at the pelvic floor in the center of our being, down there in our very bottom of the pelvis. And it's important for our organs, our breathing, the breathing mechanisms that take place. And when we engage that bandha, the lower lock, we have a little more stability in our bodies. It's an amazing place to become aware of. So Mula Bandha, the root of our bodies, a lock. And what that lock does is it sends prana upward. And Udi means flowing or flying upward, the Uddiyana Bandha. So when we engage the center here by our navel, we're flying that energy, the prana, upward. Apana, the opposite, flows the energy downward. So just settle in without thinking. Let's move from the thinking mind to the feeling body. Eventually, and finding a nice rhythm with your breath, nice and easy. Feel the flow, lengthen the breath. Take 3 more nice, slow, and even breaths. It's easier if your eyes are soft or half closed, just to tune in and connect with the inner body rather than seeing what's going on around you, which sometimes is a lot in your household. So moving into that breath, nice and easy. So notice your body begins to let go. Feel a sense of relaxation. You feel a sense of movement, inner movement. If there's a tingling, a vibration, a warming, all those sensations mean that that breath is moving your prana. After 3 breaths, take a full one in, fill up your lungs all the way to the top. So as you breathe in, you feel the rib cage bring some awareness into the arms, because the rib cage goes out laterally to the side and to the front and to the back. So you're ballooning, filling. And once you reach the top, pause, and then exhale completely, slowly through your nose. Now, believe it or not, we do have a lot of restrictions in our nasal passages. We breathe unevenly through nostrils, and this practice does tend to balance out that breathing apparatus, our nose, where we breathe in through our nose. And you might notice that one is a little more blocked than the other, or you might feel a little more open on one side of the head than the other. We're going to balance those two sides as we go. All right, again, fill up all the way. Pause at the top and then get a little fuller by sipping more air through the nose. Lengthen the back of the neck, lift the crown of the head, depress the shoulders away from the ears. The collarbones go downward. Pausing, holding. Slowly exhale. Now, when you did that, I want you to notice on the third try what happens to the other parts of your body. Inhale. Full breath in. Pausing. Now sip in. Now notice what's going on elsewhere. Is the belly engaged? Do you feel Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, lift? Do you feel your feet pressing firmly? Do you feel your legs activated? Now the arms should be just very relaxed. The neck should be long, hopefully. And then exhale completely. And just empty out all the way. All right, breathe naturally, normally. Soften the belly on the inhale. The belly engages on the exhale. That's a normal breath. If you breathe the opposite way, that's called reverse breathing, and you might want to switch that up because that causes tension and stress in the body and in the lungs and the brain. Okay, so the belly softens on the inhale, so the diaphragm has more room to move. It flattens on the inhale, down into the abdominal cavity, away from the thoracic cavity, which it resides and attaches to. All right. Exhale all of your air, and then pause here, and then engage the pelvic floor upward, Mula Bandha. Notice what happens to all of the muscles down there in the lower body. Yeah, has to work in order to lift the pelvic floor, and you feel your lower abs engage. Feel that? All right, now inhale and exhale. So that action was on an exhale. All right, so try it again. Let's breathe in and out one more time. All right, this is an exhale. Mula Bandha, lift the pelvic floor. Press down into the floor evenly, soften the shoulders, get long in the spine. Inhale. One more, exhale. All right, Mula Bandha, on the exhale. Keep going. And inhale. Exhale. Then on this next time, inhale. And blow the air out through your mouth. Again, inhale. And out through the mouth, exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Adjust your seat. Bring your body a little closer to the edge of your chair if you're not already. To build a little wiggle forward. Press your feet firmly and heel toe your feet a little bit closer so that your knees are directly above your ankles. I want you to engage your heels down into the ground. Yep. You feel your quads activate when you do that? And then draw the navel in slightly so we have less curve in the lower back. In fact, everyone take one hand right below the rib cage. And then draw the navel in slightly. That's a little bit of an Uddiyana Bandha there. So this is this lock here, and we're going to flow and fly that prana upward. Take a full breath in. Puff out the belly into your hand. And then exhale, draw the hand in toward the spine. One more. Exhale. Now keep the air out. Draw the navel in slightly more. Get tall in the neck, lengthen. Drop the shoulders down. And then inhale. Exhale. All right. Breathe into your hand. Take a full breath in. Soften the belly into your hand. And then on the exhale, out through the mouth. Belly draws inward. Two more. Inhale. Out through the mouth. One more. Out through the mouth. All right, last thing here. Bringing both hands to your ribs. So bring your hands to the side of your body. And I want you to flare the ribs into your hands. So take a full breath in. I want you to feel this. Yeah. Oh, big stretch. Feel it in the spine. Feel that area right in line with your hands in the back, right? Feel that? And then exhale, a little smaller waist. Hands get closer. Two more. Inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Slow it down. One more. Beautiful. And release your hands, float them to your legs. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in and out. That caused a bit of tension in the face, I think. So take your tongue away from your teeth or the roof of your mouth, float it in your mouth, and then draw the root of your tongue inward. That takes the hyoid bone a little bit further back and brings your chin level with the floor. Lengthening the back of the neck right where the skull meets the neck. Feel that? Yeah, now we have a little easier time breathing. When we're always jetting our chin forward, we cut off that area in the back and causes constriction in the spinal cord, more or less. Also, it brings tension to the front of the throat, where our breathing tube is, not our esophagus. I can't remember. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So keep the breath flowing in and out, and then find a tall spine. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Lift the crown of the head. Press down into the floor one last time. Mula Bandha. We're going to go back to the pelvic root block. So hold here. Air is out if you can. And then relax. Inhale. And then on the exhale, open your eyes. Very good. All right. So let's start some movement. Lifting the shoulders, the collarbones go upward. And then draw the shoulders backward, keeping the head as neutral as possible. So full rotation of the upper back. Now picture that area right at the base of the neck where C7 is. It's that last bone of the neck. Tends to jut out, and it tends to jut out a little further as we age if our posture is not vertical and our head is not placed in alignment. So just picture that area right there. And if you are over a screen all day long, or sit at a desk or on a ball, sometimes that head just automatically rocks forward. So we're going to try to stretch this area a little bit more. Drop the ear over to the left. And then move the head at a diagonal just a couple times, nice and easy. And then bring the ear and drop the left shoulder, and then bring the head back to center so my left shoulder is lower than my right shoulder. Drop the head over one more time. Take the right arm to the side, all the way in line with your shoulder, and then reach the arm long. Keep the head tilted. Move the head if you'd like. You can lift the chin a little higher, not too much. And then take your hand as if you're pressing against that imaginary wall and extend that arm and really draw the chest upward, not forward. Hollow the chest inward, knit the ribs slightly and press against that wall as the ear comes over. Yeah, and then relax the arm, bring the head to neutral, roll the shoulders, ear over to the right, move the head, bring the ear right over the shoulder, drop that right shoulder down, bring the head back to neutral. So I've got a lower right shoulder than my left, feels very awkward. And then bring the head back over, right over that shoulder, extend the left arm to the side, nice and long. Bring that arm in line with your shoulder, so not too high, not too low. And then lift the hand, press against that imaginary wall. Keep going, feel those muscles. You can spread the fingers, you can move the head. Ooh, chest. You can feel it all the way into the collarbone attachments. Bring the ear right over that shoulder. Bring the head to neutral. Relax your arm. Drop the head forward. Center of your chest. Draw the shoulders back. Hang the head heavy. And then take your navel inward, lengthening the spine, bringing the sit bones directly over the seat. All right, we're going to circle the chin. So we're going to take the chin over to the right and draw one large circle with our head all the way around, back to the center, dipping down. Shoulders are soft, reverse. Range of motion, notice what's going on. A lot of crackling. Oh boy. You need to move this neck. All right, soften the shoulders, hang the head heavy. And then with a breath in, lift the chin slightly. Keep drawing the shoulders back. And then press down into the ground. Lift, move the bandha upward as we lift our chin upward. Stretching the Jalandhara bandha area right here at the throat, in your throat chakra. The Vishuddhi chakra, the throat chakra, that wheel of energy. And then bring that chin back to neutral. Yeah. Roll the shoulders up, back, and around. Can you open your eyes? It's really hard, huh? All right. Drop the arms. We're going to do a little flow. Turn the hands forward. Lift the arms with an inhale. Reach up. Draw the hands to the heart. Anjali Mudra. Here we go. One more time. Inhale, lifting. Feel the length and strength of your arms as you reach toward the sky. Touch the hands together and down to the heart. Oh, a lot of energy moving there. Both arms overhead once again. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and reach that arm long. We're going to lean to the left. Go over to the left, stretching right into that armpit, down to the ribs and to that right hip bone. And come back up, grab a hold of the other one, reach it long, lean, making a seeker, keeping the sit bones even if you can, and back to the center, release your hands, palms face each other, reach both arms evenly, and let's climb that rope. We haven't climbed it in a long time. So reach it long, you can look straight ahead. You can even lengthen the back of the neck, level the chin with the floor. Grab a hold, pull it down, make a fist. Yep, you got it. I want to see some straight arms here. Straight and long, that's it. Get that arm closer to that ear. All right, soften the shoulders. And then reach both arms and hands evenly, palms face, and float the arms all the way down to the side. Lift the arms upward, spin in the shoulder joint as the arms go downward, palms face, down toward the ground. All right, long arms to the side, evenly. Lift both hands. Press against two imaginary walls. Extend. Keep going. Turning your head to the right. Look at your right hand. Spread your fingers more and look to the left. Can you look all the way to the left maybe? Spread your fingers. I know they're not spread all the way. And if you can't see your hand, just do the peripheral vision. And there's Lulu. And extend the fingers long. Spin the arms so the palms face upward. Inhale, both arms. Look up. Touch the hands. Yes. Nice warm shoulders. Prayer twist to the right. So join the hands. Bring the thumbs to the chest. Maybe a little bit of pressure stretching the wrist because we're going to do some, sunbird, otherwise known as bird dog today. And we're going to do some standing cat-cows and Parsvakonasana standing using the chair. So twisting to the right first, ground down the feet firmly, press the big toe mound, keep those kneecaps facing forward as you spin. And back to the center, over to the left, keeping those hands right in the center of the chest. I know the head wants to keep going. Just keep that nose in line with your fingertips. How's that? Oh, you feel it in the waist? One more time because it was so good. Let's go to the other way, to the right. I know, use the legs. And back to the center. And twisting, we're really working that waist. Yeah, working that waist. And back to the center. Extend the arms forward. Keep the palms connected. And then roll back into a nice rounded cat. Eventually drop the chin. Open your eyes, look at your navel, suction it in toward your spine, tap the back of the chair, and then open the arms to the side. Chest comes forward, lengthen the neck. Arms come to the side. Inhale the arms overhead. Breathe. Hands to the heart. One more cat-cow. Keep the hands joined if you can. Dropping down, scooping the belly, doming that area between the shoulder blades. It should feel very good stretch. And then rocking forward. Anterior tilt the pelvis. Draw the arms to the side. Chest comes forward. Take that crown of the head a little bit forward. Chin inward. Yeah. A lot of inward, forward, right, left, all this business. Inhale, lift the arms. Breathe in. Hands to the heart. Yeah, that feels good. All right, prayer twist to the left. Join the hands to the center of your chest and spin. Breathe in, breathe out, other way. Just turning, feeling that spinal twist. And one more time to the left. One more time to the right. We're going to add on a little bit into more of a spinal twist. Come back to the center, spin to the left, and take your right elbow to your right leg. So give it a tap. And then rest that elbow onto your thigh and come into this. Inhale, come back up. Come to the front, relax your shoulders. Turn to the right. Drop that left elbow onto the knee, rest it there. Come into a little deeper twist, your version. Breathe in and out. And release to the front. That's right. All right, interlace those fingers all the way to the web. Extend the hands inside out. Extend the arms. Press and bend. This is good for your neck and shoulders. And spreading across the upper back, so protracting those shoulder blades. And now retract the shoulder blades together as the hands come closer. Protract the shoulder blades apart as you extend the arms. With an inhale, bring them overhead. Soften. Inhale, press the palms up toward the sky. Can you squeeze the arms to the ears? Good. And bend the elbows. One more. Breathe in and out. All right, free those hands. We're going to come into a twist to the right. So swing this left hand over to the outside of your leg. Back of the hand meets, turning, spinning. Now ground down those feet into the floor. Use all your leg muscles to keep the legs stable and aligned. You can keep going with the head and neck if you'd like. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe a little leverage of your hand to your leg to your hand. And inhale. Whoa, that felt good. Let's do a cat between sides. And stretch that out. Oh, I feel it right at the top of the sacrum. And neutral spine. Let's start with the arms overhead. Swing them up. Turn to the left. Drop the arms down into your version of a twist. Hand resting on the outside of the thigh. And by the way, if that's way too far away, you can always bring your legs closer. Keep going with the head. Relax that left shoulder. Okay, unwind into a couch. Bring your torso to neutral, heel toe your feet nice and wide. Turn the toes out into goddess. Press the heels down and find that alignment of the ankle bone to the center of the inside of your knee. So that alignment, okay, both sides. Feet are turned out evenly, so take a peek, set it up, press it down, lift it up, yeah. All right, here we can feel some mula bandha with our legs apart like this. I want you to lift the pelvic floor and notice the lower abdominal muscles start to engage as you press the feet and lift the pelvic floor. Hold 5, 4, breathe 3, 2, keep lifting 1, and let go. Relax. One more time. So the breathing is whatever you choose, but I just want you to try lifting. And if you want to breathe out and do it on an exhale like we did earlier, go right ahead. Otherwise, just breathe, whatever feels good. Lifting 5, 4, pressing 3, 2, getting really tall and long, and exhale. All right, seated Parsvakonasana. We're going to do this standing as well. Turn to the left, drop your elbow to the right, bring your left hand to your hip as you draw the left hip slightly down to the chair. And you see this curve right here on the right side. Let's see if you can get that curve. And then swing that shoulder above the knee or the leg. A little bit of twist, feels pretty good. Head is neutral. Don't do anything with that head, just let it be. Maybe the ear is right above that knee. All right, adding the arm, feeling that length, angle. So Parsva, angle, extended. So really reach that top arm, or you can keep it hand on your hip, either way. All right, now I'm going to spin the head. I'm going to look underneath my left armpit. And now release that, release the top arm, come back to center, and roll back into a couch. Keep the feet where they are. Come forward, flat back. Press your hands into the tops of your knees, elbows tuck into your ribs, and you've got a flat back here. Draw the navel in, dome the back body slightly like a cat pose. Feel the inner legs working. All right, good work. Inhale, come back up. That's all it takes. That's all you need. Turn to the right. Drop the elbow down, hand to the hip. Maybe draw the right hip down. Oh, lengthen out. Feel that stretch. Add the arm if you wish. Reach it long. All right, I'm going to add the head. I'm going to tuck my chin slightly toward my chest, then rotate the head And look under your armpit, up toward the ceiling. Reach it long, take a full breath in to release that lovely pose, and into a cat we go. Rounding the spine, stretching out those muscles evenly, balancing. All right, and back to neutral. Adjust your seat. Bring your hands to the floor. You're going to stretch further those inner leg muscles. You can bring your block at center of your feet if you want. If the floor is way too far down, you can make that setting, or you can just keep your hands here and do that really hard pose where we have a flat back level with the ground. But if you can bring your palms to the floor, go right ahead and drop the head. Maybe nod yes. Feel that traction. Finding the length in the neck, finding some space between the vertebrae. This is how we get an inversion on a chair, by the way. Hands come to the tops of the knees, elbows point toward the sky, draw the navel in, lengthen forward. Keep that length, press down, lift up, breathe in. And come to a vertical spine. Wow. All right, heel toe the feet back to parallel. Adjust your seat. Take your arms to the side. We're going to do a little bit of squatting. This is going to be for our knees and our thighs and our quads, strength and strengthening these muscles and tendons around the knee joint. And remember the vastus medialis, that little teardrop on the inside of the knee. Remember that one we were talking about last week when we were talking about knees? So that gets activated when we do this. So first we're going to just do the arms. So this is what it looks like. They swing forward and then they swing backward. And just swing the arms forward, parallel, not higher than the shoulders, lower than the shoulders. Maybe I should say it that way. And swing it back. So when the arms swing forward, you're going to lift off your chair, but we're not doing it just yet. And we're going to do a few. All right, so what's going to help you do this? If I could hear you, you all said Mula Bandha, right? So you all said that. So what's going to help us lift off the chair? You're going to engage the pelvic floor, swing the arms forward, lift, engage, press, and then swing the arms back as you sit back down. That's what it looks like. If you're not getting off the chair, just do your pelvic lift. Swing the arms forward and lift. And sit back down, swing the arms back. 3 more times. And lift. And it gets easier now that you know what you're supposed to be doing. And the feet are parallel. Yeah, that's it. And back. Last one. Yes, you guessed it. We're going to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sit back down. Swing the arms all the way back. Turn the arms all the way out so the palms face outward. So we're drawing a circle with our arms as best we can, all the way overhead and forward. All right, just dangle the arms alongside your body. Relax your shoulders as if you were standing on 2 feet in Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe in and out. Did you get your heart rate up a little bit? Right, we're going to do one more thing that you're going to love. Okay, this is awesome. Fingertips to the shoulders. Core work. Just a tad. All it takes. Just activating those muscles. So that Uddiyana Bandha area, when we activate that area, we are working our core, right? Those core strengtheners, supportive muscles for our spine, right? That's what the purpose is, I think. All right, so relax your elbows, relax your shoulders. We're going to tap our right elbow to our left knee or somewhere near it, okay? Somewhere near it. So lift it up, get close, and release. Just that. Changing sides. Just that. All right. As soon as you lift your knee, does your knee go out like this? Well, I can't reach my elbow to my knee. So can you lift it straight up? Flex the foot and down and lift it straight up. Point that kneecap toward the ceiling. Oh, I feel that in my inner leg. All right, let's do a couple more. Because now that we realize what we're doing and you kind of like it, I think. If I could all hear you go, yes. All right, a couple more. I already said that. I lied. All right, a couple more. And a couple more. Last set. And tap. All right, just bring those elbows to the side. Relax your shoulders. Take your fingertips and draw and depress the shoulders away from the ears. Yeah. And then lift the elbows up, keeping the shoulders down. Extend the arms long to the side, palms are upward. All right, I just want to do that against the imaginary wall again. So spin the arms all the way in the socket, palms down, then lift the hands and press. Oh, it feels much better now. All right, range of motion with our neck. So here we're going to retract the shoulder blades together, meaning bringing them together, right? So this really creates more room for the neck to move. When we strengthen those muscles, the rhomboids between the shoulders, right? When we do that and we strengthen them, they are going to stay that way, or they're going to stay strong and where they're supposed to be. Right, so keep pressing against the imaginary wall as you turn your head to the right and to the left. Oh, a little better, feels much less crackly. Extend the fingers, swing the arms to the back, grab a hold of your chair, and then lean forward. Draw the navel in. Feel that stretch across the other way. So we're stretching across the collarbones. Navel presses in. Well done. Release the hands. Bring the hands to your legs. Tadasana, mountain pose. One more breath. Open your eyes. Now, instead of rocking to get up, right, momentum, I want you to use Mula Bandha, the strength of your quads, position of your feet. If they're too far out here, it's really hard to stand up. Hopefully you have a very firm seat, right? If you have a sinky seat like a couch, I totally understand you're going to have to rock to get up. Or you can bring your feet a little closer to you. Lean and lift. Take strength and come to standing. Wow, that was great. All right, turn your chair so the seat faces you. Turn your chair so the seat faces you, and we may need a block handy for something. But not yet, so we don't need the block quite yet. All right, standing in front of your seat. Yep. Look straight ahead. Soften your knees and then bend them a lot. Bring your hands to either side of your seat. Take a peek at your feet. Adjust them. Walk them away from your chair about an inch. And then take a bend in the knees a little bit more. And then all these things, right? Bring your shoulders above your hands, right above the wrists. All right, here we are. So yesterday we did cat-cow on the elbows. You're welcome to do that. Okay, looking straight down, lengthen the neck. We're going to take the area between the shoulder blades up toward the ceiling. So the higher you get, the lower your head goes. Soften your knees. Don't try to straighten them yet. Now you should be looking at your navel. Press the chair away with your hand. All right, keep the knees soft as you lift the head into a cow. Now, if you're not leaning over your hands, that's totally fine. You can always drop to your elbows and then lift the head slightly. Now you're sinking the area between the shoulder blades, right? You feel that sinking, but I want you to lift the belly slightly toward the spine. All right, another catch. Slowly moving. Knees are soft. Belly's lifting. Press the chair away. Bring your chin in toward your throat. Look at your navel. And another cow. Scooping forward, upward. Keep pressing the chair away again. And draw that arm so the shoulder blades are protracting apart. One more. Catch. Moving slowly. And cow. Exhale. All right. Tall spine, long spine. If your hands have had it, go ahead and drop to your elbows. Relax for a moment. But otherwise, we're going to take one leg behind us. Okay? So if you want to bring your feet slightly closer together, maybe about an inch, shift your weight to your right leg, right foot, and then swing the left leg behind you. Soften that front knee so it's slightly bent. And I want you to lift the back leg with the heel leading. Heel is upward, toes are downward. All right, and place it back down. Good work. You want to shake out your wrists a little bit. Second side. Press, lifting the right leg straight up. Heel is leading. Toes are, in fact, actually point the toes slightly inward. So you're lifting from the inner thigh rather than the outer thigh or turned out. Yeah? And set it back down. Bend your knees. Shift your weight. Bring your weight into your feet like that, just to bring less weight into your hands. I just want to do that for a moment. Into kind of a modified Utkatasana chair pose. So a little bit of a squat. All right. Last thing here. Here's the bird dog. Sunbird. I don't know, there's a bunch of names for this. All right. Left leg goes and the right arm forward. So opposite. Shift the weight into the right foot. Swing the left leg back. Doesn't have to be high. Flexing that back foot. Soften that right knee and lengthen the right arm forward. And if you want to bring that back leg as high as your arm, looking like that, bend that standing leg slightly, soft bend, and release. How'd you do? Let's try the other side. Shift the weight into the left leg. Swing the right leg up, leading with the heel. Set it up. Draw the navel in. Here's where that bandha is very important. And then extend the left arm forward. And can you get that back leg in line with your front arm? I know that some of you can do this. Miss Jenny can do this. And release your arm and leg. Bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands to your hips. Come to standing. Ah. All right. Side angle. Tadasana, we did this seated. So I'm going to turn so my hip is facing the seat. And if you want, you can place a block on the center of your seat, like that. Yeah, I'm going to use a block. Here's a dog bone. Bring your feet parallel to each other. Hands on your hips, more or less like that. Then shift your weight to your left foot. Look at your chair. Step your right foot towards your chair like that. So we've got a alignment of the heel to the center of your back foot. Bend your right knee. Place your hand on your block or your chair on the seat. Step that back foot away a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. So yes, this looks like Virabhadrasana too, very much so, but a little different because we're going to come into the side angle. Now this hip likes to do that. So it's going that, and you see that bump right there, right? We're going to take that hip in a little bit by bending that right knee tiny bit more. Stamp down the heel of your right foot. You feel an activation of the whole thigh. Yeah? And then take this arm and we're going to extend it upward into our side angle. Now, if you want more and you know this pose, you can really go for it. You can drop down to the leg. You can do that, or you can bring your hand to the floor, or if you want to wrap. All those options. But most of us, we're gonna stay here. Bend that knee, extend that arm. Ah, yes, and you're feeling it in that right leg. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Bring the arms to the side. We're set up for Trikonasana. All right, so here we go. We're going to drop this right hand to the block. Yep. Right leg stays very long and strong. Soft bend in that front leg. And then lift that left arm at a diagonal. You can turn your head if you want, but I'm going to stay looking forward. Bend that right knee. Press down, lift up, and then swivel toward the seat, step the back foot in, give your legs a nice shake. Other side. I think I'll put my chair over here on the end. All right, side angle first. Yep. Step the left foot toward your chair. Bring your hand to the seat. Step the other foot slightly further back. Align that front heel with the center of your back arch. Bend the left knee. So I'm leaning over, hand is on that chair or the block, right hand to the hip. So notice that my whole chest is facing you. I'm not leaning over the floor. If you can draw that hip back slightly. Now engage the whole pelvic floor. Really helps stability. All right, now I'm going to add that right arm. That palm, my palm, the upper hand is facing the floor. And now I'm going to bend my left knee a tiny bit more. I'm seeing that I need to do that because I can see myself. Like that. And you go into your version of Parasvakonasana. Extended side angle. Release that top arm. Bring this right hand to your hip. Now we're going to go right into Trikonasana triangle pose. Now lengthen that left leg, slight bend of that left knee, press the floor away. Bring this hip that way, to the right, into your hand. Add the arm if you wish. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Lifting, lengthening. Navel draws in toward the spine, supporting that back. Then bend that knee, swivel towards your chair, step the back foot in. Give it a shake, come to standing. Walk around to the back of your chair if you need support for tree pose. Tree pose. Vrikshasana. Right? You can use a wall, the back of the chair, or challenge your balance. All right, shifting the weight into your right leg. Lifting your left heel. Turn, so I have the ball of my foot on the floor. I'm going to turn my knee about 2 inches to the side, not very much. And then I'm going to gravitate this foot to the ankle, taking my toes off the floor. Press the bottom of the foot onto the ankle and see if you can get a little taller. Now, if you know this pose, go right ahead and do it. And grab a hold of your ankle, place it right onto the thigh, not onto the knee. Press that foot into the thigh into the knee, and then drop that left knee. So I'm not mirroring you in this pose. Drop that left knee down if you have your foot in this position. Hands to the heart or one hand to the heart. And if you really want to challenge yourself, arms come overhead. Soft gaze. Slowly descend the hands to the heart. Release. Set it carefully. Standing for a breath or two in Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, soft knees. So try not to press those knees backward. Keep those knees right over your ankles, lifting your right heel off the floor. Turn that knee slightly to the side, gravitate the bottom of the foot to the ankle. Press it in, lift it up. So notice you can kind of suction everything in toward the midline as you draw the foot to the ankle. Breathing in. One hand or both hands to the heart or not. Challenge your balance. You do your tree, your redwood tree. Feel that action of the foot, the action of the leg, and try maybe a little bit of attention to the pelvic floor. How does that inform your pose? It is integral. Arms overhead if you'd like. And slowly descend the hands, release your pose. Well done. All right, standing comfortably in Tadasana this time with the tips of the toes to touch, heels slightly apart, gaze is soft, relax. And release. So come back to your chair, grab a hold of your block. And then just take your block about midway on your thighs, long ways. Give that block a nice squeeze. So this definitely activates the pelvic floor as we squeeze our knees together. Notice that. Notice as you squeeze, you get a little taller, get longer, taking the wrinkles out of the front of your shirt. Pressing the big toe mounts to press the shoulders down and just squeeze. And breathe. Try not to hold your breath here with this simple action. Release your arms to the side. Lift the arms overhead. Slowly inhale. Join the hands to the heart. Again, inhale. Dropping the right arm to the side. And then lean over to the right. Squeezing that block as you bring that right arm to meet the left. Left arm down. Leaning to the left. Both arms up. Hands touched to the heart. Prayer twist to the right. So join the hands, base of the thumbs to the center of the chest, and spin the belly. We're going to go into a little deeper twist by See if we can bring our left elbow to the top of the block. Can you reach it? Just lean over a little bit. A little deeper twist into the spine. Inhale, come back to the front. Let's change sides, keeping the hands where they are, and right elbow to the block. And back to the center. All right, bring the arms to the side. Turn the hands down, shoulders depressed. Squeeze that block. Lean slightly. Flat back. And reach. Last one, inhale, lean. All right, see if you can float the feet. Squeeze the block, hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good work. Yeah. Reach the right leg long. Just last thing here, just stretch the back of the leg into the calf and ankle. And just do a forward fold over that leg. You can bend and straighten, micro bend the knee. And slowly come back up. Change sides. Lean forward, flat back. The more you lift your toes, the better stretch in the back of the leg. And inhale, come back. Arms to the side. One arm across, other goes underneath. Enjoy that shoulder stretch. Turn your head if you'd like. Love the stretch because it stretches the back of the arm into the deltoid and bicep. Change sides. And arms all the way to the side and up. Full breath. Hands to the heart. Setting up for resting pose, Shavasana. Scoot on back, lie down on the ground, set up for your version of your resting pose. And then we're going to move into a meditation if you're going to stay a few minutes longer. So you can set up for meditation now if you'd like. It'll be around 10 minutes. Good thing to do after a vigorous asana practice. So your version of Shavasana, settle in, close your eyes.